So this is vlog episode 29. As usual, it has been quite a while since I last uploaded. As usual, life has been absolutely nuts. I've relocated yet again, as you can see. Still in the same residency, but I'm actually in the basement. I have my own apartment. I got my own kitchen, 2 bathrooms, bedroom. So life is much better nowadays. Especially touching on the fact that I have connected the dots on a lot of things. With everything that I've learned up until this point, I've connected the dots. So for the longest time, even a little bit still currently, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've suffered a bit from shiny object syndrome, learning something for weeks, upwards, to a few months, whether it's coding, 3D modeling, video game design, just a bunch of stuff that I've learned the past decade, essentially. I've kind of kicked myself a bit because I've never been able to really stick with one thing to build it out the best I could over. Let's take music for example. That was my first endeavor with building a personal brand, basically starting a business, learning a skill on my own, and just trying to pursue it full time. I did that for quite a while. Granted, my work ethic was absolutely shit. I covered this in a previous episode, but I didn't have a good mindset, so I didn't hyper focus on things. I was just constantly using it as an excuse to be productive when I wasn't even being productive. Like, I'd work on a track for like 20 minutes after smoking a giant bong rip, just sitting there baked out of my mind, just listening to the song over and over, probably move, an automation clip. Then I'd get bored, call it a night, play some video games for 6 hours until it's 3 in the morning, end the night with a little bit of, let's just use the word masturbation. And yeah, that cycle went on for quite a while. So basically what I'm trying to say is I have worked on a ton of different things throughout the years, and I really didn't see me really going anywhere with any of it until recently. With all the skills that I picked up, even if it was like a complete failure, which there have been quite a few of those, I have, like I said, connected the dots on a lot of things, and I have found my purpose. I will get into that later on in the later installments. I have a ton of videos, ton of ideas coming, and if you've been following me on my other social media outlets, which I doubt because there's some work to do, to say the least. Like, my Instagram especially is basically just all AI stuff. And I've changed my Instagram aesthetic a lot. Like, I've archived a ton of things multiple times just to kind of figure out what I want to do, essentially, like what I want to focus my brand around, and just kind of seeing what kind of content does well, what kind of content does not. And I've made a few interesting, pieces of content, but in its current state, what I'm getting at is that, where am I going with this? It's late. I just worked a 10-hour shift. Again, I work with Amazon currently still, and yeah, I've been doing just stuff nonstop. Going to the gym in the morning, then working. I did a 10.5-hour shift today at Amazon. It was 102 degrees today. Then I'm coming home, not tonight, at least not yet. I'll, do some research on some of the topics I'm learning, take notes. I have my notepad here, notepad there, and just really focused on learning kind of the business side of things and just a bunch of stuff that I'll cover later. And with my Instagram, I've really been going kind of wild with AI and stuff, so it's another thing I will be doing a lot on this channel of, whether it's giving tips and tricks, whether it's educating on certain things and just kind of keeping everyone up to date on the market, because again, this is another topic for another video, just the importance of AI and knowing what's going on in regards to it. But it is something I'm actually really passionate about, which is kind of weird for me to say because, again, with my shiny object syndrome, I'm always jumping to the latest and greatest thing. But with AI, it's a little different because it's like the internet. Like I'm gonna cover this in another video, but it's huge. So it's going to impact it's already impacting everything. So learning about it is essential. It's like, using the internet. Doesn't matter what business you run, you're going to be using the internet in one way or another. AI is similar. So going to be doing a lot of AI stuff. And again, I've said this before, I've let myself down before. Content creation, especially with this channel, just talking to camera, and I want to document everything because I have all the dots connected. I have been building behind the scenes for quite some time. I don't know, I doubt it. If you've been following me at all, like on Instagram or any of my other social media outlets, I started the newsletter. It's going to be going out every Tuesday, just kind of going over the kind of topic for the week, what the video of the week's going to cover, and then just a ton of stuff. So I'm going to put this all on paper because that's one thing I really need to work on, is just structuring my plans and just building out a schedule, because I get so fucking scatterbrained with everything. It's just how I operate. Like, I think of something, I'm like, oh, I have to do that right now, and then I'll put down what I'm doing, focus on that, and then another idea comes to mind, and then so that's one thing I really struggle with, is structuring the importance of what I'm working on and actually following through with it until it is done. Because I just come up with ideas all the time, and it's kind of a curse in a sense. But anyway, side tangent as usual. I do have a ton of things on the way. Like I mentioned, the newsletter. I'm actually I have the blog post as well that's going to be kind of tied to the newsletter. And the YouTube video is going to be kind of on the subject of the blog post of the week and the newsletter. And then I will be doing the vlog as well to kind of give a behind the scenes kind of breakdown of what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, just completely uncensored. I don't want to edit this or anything, and I just want to be as genuine as I can, because working at Amazon, that's what I love to listen to. Literally every shift, at least 10 hours. Today was a 10.5-hour shift. I'm listening to channels, to podcasts, and just I really like the raw and unedited content. So that's what this vlog, I'm going to rename it again, because I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, and that's going to be an actual, like, more of a vlog type. So I have a few ideas for what I'm going to name this, but for now it's completely irrelevant. I just need to be persistent and actually do it every week. So yeah, And another kind of side tangent, that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to do like this vlog style. I called it a podcast initially, but just reflecting on stuff, like even looking back at the videos like when I first started, there's just like some sort of nostalgia there. Just seeing how much I've grown is kind of crazy in the short amount of time, and then just kind of reliving the moment. And since I started, like so much shit has changed. Like I've already like moved, like life has just completely changed, and it's only been like 2 months, 3 months. It's crazy, but yeah, down the road, further, like years, like decades even, like really excited to look back on this. So, and especially if it helps you watching this, because I know how far I'm going to go in life, and it's one thing I struggled with before is, I guess you can call it insecurity. Like I wanted to be established, like I wanted people to think that I was already, wealthy. I was faking it. Like just the lifestyle, like I was scared to post on social media and stuff, like not being, that guy, driving a Lamborghini and flexing a bunch of money, a bunch of women. But there's no real, there's no value in that. So I will get to that point. But I want to show the journey for what it is, and this is what it is right now. I'm living in a basement, working 10 hours a day at least at Amazon. Then I'm coming home to my basement and working until I'm pissed at myself for staying up too late, because I have to wake up early to go to the gym and slave away delivering packages. So that is what this is for. And then, as I mentioned, video of the week is going to be tailored to the topics that I will be covering in the newsletter and blogs, to really just kind of help people, because it's one thing I'm very proud of myself at. As far as everything goes, like at face value, some people, I don't know, I'm a very happy and content person, because as far as I'm concerned, I have everything but a surplus of money. My mindset is solid. My habits are solid. My health is great. Like I just feel really good. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm wealthy. I may not have a lot of money, but I'm a wealthy individual. So there's a lot of people out there who don't have that. So I want to show people how to basically, get it for themselves, while I kind of tick the last box on my list with getting, financially abundant, because it's one thing that I've always wanted. And it's kind of funny because God has shown me that it's not the most important. I always thought it was like the one thing I needed, which it wasn't, because I've had to build every other aspect to myself. I had to build the mindset, I had to build the habits, I had to build my health, I had to build, my social skills. I'm not saying I'm perfect in every other endeavor. It's quite the contrary. I have a lot of skills that I still need to work on, but as far as the basic, health, wealth, and I'm fucking tired. I don't know what the other one is, but it's, yeah. Now it's bugging me. What is it? It's not super important, but anyway. Yes, so my primary focus right now, I obviously going to be focusing on multiple things at once, because that's how I operate, unfortunately. But my primary focus is to begin freelancing using AI to eliminate my need and reliance on Amazon for my 9 to 5, because 40 hours a week, bro, is so much. The amount of time I spend at work just thinking like, I really wish I was at home working on this, like literally all day. Like I just feel trapped, and it pisses me off. Like I couldn't sleep last night because I was really tired, and I could not stop working. But I had to make myself stop working because I needed to go to the gym, and if I stay up too late, then I just can't get myself out of bed to go to the gym, and it's just not good. So, yeah, work right now is my addiction. I don't play video games. I don't hang out with people. I don't. I guess that's kind of a lie. I'm not gonna really disclose that, but yeah, broke my celibacy pact. I wanted to be celibate for like at least 90 days, but that didn't happen. What can I say? Anyway, where was I going with this? I'm addicted to working. I literally have to force myself to stop working at night when a year ago, probably a little bit further, or no, a year ago, yeah. Because with video games is what I'm getting at. I would have to make myself stop playing video games to go to sleep. And now it's work, which is, it's fucking awesome. Like, I'm proud of myself, but it's still kind of hazardous to my health because I stay up too goddamn late, and then I skip out on the gym some days, and then to go deliver packages in the heat, and yeah, gotta take care of myself. Health is wealth. So I have to eliminate the 9 to 5 so I can work during the day and still have enough time to work a lot, but not have to stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning on a weekday to have to wake up early to go deliver packages. So that is primary focus. And then building my social media to have a presence and begin networking, which is not going too great. I've been really kind of slacking because I don't know. It's going to be on another video, but with AI and everything, like, it's fucking addicting. Like, it just intrigues me to the point of, like, there's just so much to learn. And I use AI to create content to kind of tie with my writing and stuff. Because I script kind of like the bullet points for my videos and my newsletter and blog and all that kind of thing. But I like to have, visual elements and such. That's kind of because I like creating AI art, but I get too sucked into just like creating art and then learning a new strategy and then researching that strategy and then finding something else and then just kind of going down the rabbit hole and then realizing like, oh, it's fucking 1 in the morning, I need to go to sleep, and then I don't have content to post for the next day, and then I can't journal, I can't, do my nightly reading, so it's, bro, there's so much fucking work to do. It's incredible. Kind of sucks that I don't have a team, but we'll get to that later. And yeah, I don't want to keep this video. We're already at the 20-minute mark, so I'm just gonna cut it there. There's a lot going on, a lot to do, and it feels good because everything is aligned. All the skills that I've learned up to this point were learned for a reason. So definitely check out the newsletter. Subscribe to the newsletter. Subscribe to my channel if you want. I honestly, it doesn't really matter at this point. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to go shower because I haven't showered yet. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to get at least an hour of work in before I hit my nightly routine and get some sleep because I got some catching up to do on the gym as well. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you. Have a good night.